Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rave Green TV. And we are doing our preview for this weekend's MLS home opening match between the Seattle Sounders and Nashville. And for this preview, it's going to be me and Atif. The flashcard man himself has made his first official appearance in a video. I'm happy to have Atif on for this. And yeah, we're going to touch a little bit upon the second leg game against Motagua because Atif was at the press conference, might as well give his thoughts on it. What did some of the players say, things like that. And then we'll briefly transition into talking about Nashville and what we're thinking about this weekend's game.
Yeah, definitely. So in the press conference, we had a chance to hear from Nicolas Ladero, obviously, Christian Roldan, Coach Smetcher. So, I feel like everybody, of course, is really happy about the 5 goals that the team scored. But Brian Schmetzer, he also wanted to make a point of how impressive he thought the back line was, especially considering the fact that the formation last year featured a back line of 5, but now we're back to this back line of 4. And he gave every member of the defensive line props. And he mentioned that even Alex, that there have been some, rumblings around the league, maybe even internally, that maybe Alex Roldan, that he couldn't, do well as a right back in a 4-back system, but coach was very pleased with his performance. And Christian Roldan also talked about how they're going to balance competing in the tournament and then also competing in the MLS, of course, throughout the regular season. And he thinks, and as I feel a lot of fans think, that the depth of the team is very, very impressive. There's lots of good players. He feels the front office has done a good job. He had a great quote when he said, we have all the pieces there. We're built for the longevity. It's just a matter of putting it out on the field. And hopefully the guys can get that process started on Sunday night against Nashville.
Yeah, no, last night's game, I think, was the perfect result in regards to, I understand on paper, it does look like we played well. We won 5-0. Like that's like astonishing, great performance. But in all honesty, I actually don't think we played like spectacularly last night. I think it was due to Motagua's mistakes that kind of made the scoreline favor us quite a bit. We did play well, but we didn't play well to the degree of like we fully deserved a 5-0. If people are getting what I'm saying, I don't bash me, don't get mad at me. I'm just being honest in this regard. But yeah, no, there were some bright spots in it, as Atif said. That was the first ever time, and I think in our history, that we kept a clean sheet in a 2-legged series in the CCL. So that's something good to build off of leading into this game against Nashville. In regards to the scorelines, this is good. I mentioned in the review last night, Nicolas Ladero got a goal, Jordan Morris got a goal, Liao Chu got a goal. So all these players getting monkeys off their backs. I mean, after a long last season, more particularly for Ladero and Morris, they were out basically for the entirety of last season, and you could see what those goals meant to them. They started playing like themselves. You could see there was like weight on their shoulders in the first leg in Honduras. The fact they hadn't played well for a season, they knew they needed to perform, and those goals, I think, it's a good thing. If anything, I think the CCL game helps the Sounders a lot, actually, is weirdly enough, because the players were able to get goals, get some minutes in, and against Nashville is a team that's defensive. And I mean, now they're in the West. We'll talk about Nashville. It's a scary opposition actually to play on opening day, because this is the team that people would say Sounders and Nashville are 2 teams in the West fighting for first place. This is the 2 heavyweights of the West fighting in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very interested to see how the game will play out on Sunday evening. I think another thing that was discussed in the press conference was and I think you can make the argument, some fans might make the argument that the Sounders might be coming in on tired legs, but I'd make the argument that they've had 2 matches to get minutes in, develop some match fitness that might work to their advantage. Now, will that convert to results or not? Will the 5-goal parade that we witnessed last night, will that carry over to Sunday evening against Nashville? That remains to be seen. I don't know if we'll be able to get 5 goals again, but we'll see how the Sounders build off of that.
Definitely. I mean, Nashville's a team I don't think we're going to score 5 against. I totally agree. Nashville's a team that is defensively tight, or as you could say, they park the bus. They definitely, they parked the bus. They played defensively. They only lost 4 games last season, but then people might say, they played in the East, but this team does not concede goals. I mean, they have Hani Mukhtar, who was arguably, in my opinion, he was the MVP for last season over Carlos Heel. And they have Walker Zimmerman, who USA fans fawned over. He was the defender of the year 2 times running. Don't think he deserved it both times, but that's I think Yamar probably deserved one, but that's how MLS rolls. They don't want to give us nothing. But yeah, no, this is gonna be a tight game, honestly, and I'm a little bit worried. I think this is giving me vibes of the Chicago game in 2020, even though last time around we lost to Olympia in the Champions League. But this is going to be a game where it's man, it's going to take a moment of brilliance from one of these guys for us to see a winner from either side.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. It's interesting that you bring up Nashville and their defensive abilities. Yeah, when you look at the regular season last year, the 3 teams that were tied with the least goals allowed, 2 of them were the Sounders and Nashville, interestingly enough, with 33 goals each. The Red Bulls were also there, but Nashville is a team that they definitely prioritize good defensive structure. And it will be interesting to see if, the Sounders with Nicolas Ladero, Raul Ruidiaz, Jordan Morris, and the crew, how they will really sort of like solve this puzzle that's Nashville's defense.
Yeah, because this isn't like Motagua. This is Nashville now. I don't think they're going to make any mistakes. They're not going to gift us any opportunities. And that's what I was saying. This might benefit the Sounders now that all these players like Ladero Morris finally got the goal. They played in the home crowd. They got the jitters out of the way. It might benefit them because, as I said, it's going to take a moment of brilliance. I'm not saying from the Sounders, it could even come from Nashville because they got the likes of Hani Mukhtar, Godoy, Sapong. I mean, as I said, more so on Hani Mukhtar because their main game plan last season was play defense because they know they're this confident in the guy and he showed it. They just need to play defense, keep themselves in the game because Hani Mukhtar can change the game. Set pieces, outside the box, cutting in on his right, cutting in on his left. He is a bread and butter, like true winger, arguably the best player in the league. And so I think longer this game stays 0-0, it benefits Nashville. Sounders gotta come in hot. While the iron is hot, they gotta come in and try to get a goal early to set the nerves down for the team. And that's how I would hope the team will play, but I'm a little worried. Depends on the lineup. I'm really hoping Liao Chu plays because he came on, he scored. Every time this guy plays, he gets a goal, gets an assist. This guy, minutes per goal and assist in a game. Liao Chu is your guy. And that's why it's astonishing to see him not playing. Yeah, there's all these rumors, this and that he's not good in training and things like that. But sometimes I think you got to let this go and just play him because he's going to make that big of a difference. But I don't know. How do you think this game's going to go down this weekend?
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting. Of course, we're going to be there. I would say that the Sounders will, cautiously optimistic here, folks. I think the Sounders will score a goal in the opening 15 minutes, but then Nashville will score an equalizer to open the second half. And then for the last 30 minutes, I don't want to use the term park the bus. I don't want to make it seem like Nashville will just want to, just get the draw and get out of Seattle. Although as a road team, maybe they wouldn't mind that result if they had to take it. But I think then in the final 15 minutes, we'll see a game winner. So I'm going with the Sounders 2-1.
I could definitely see that. I'm going to go with a little bit more of a cautious prediction. I said it. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. And I'm really scared. Like I've said his name so many times, Hani Mukhtar. I'm so scared to play against him. The guy is so good. Let us know in the comments down below. What is your guys' score predictions? How do you think this game's going to go down against Nashville? Will you be at the game? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to smash the like button as that helps out the video so much. And subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I hope you all have a lovely day.